Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Sunday, February 9th, 2025. So, on this Super Bowl Sunday...
Super Sunday.
Did you do the crossword?
I did.
And was it a super crossword?
It was pretty super.
Were any referees out on the field at any point? Were any flags thrown?
Not that I know of.
Okay, good.
Nope, it was pretty. It was a pretty clean crossword.
No injuries, no carpal tunnel syndrome?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's a relief.
Uh-huh. No, actually I got it done pretty quickly.
Oh, me too.
Which surprised me because I looked at the authors, Rich Katz and Jeff Chen, and I thought, uh-oh, but it wasn't too bad. I'm
assuming mainly because of Jeff Chen, not Rich Katz.
Yes, I know we've seen Rich Katz before. I can't remember if he does challenging ones or what. But anyway, it was clever. Mm-hmm. It was kind of different, the theme. It took a little bit for me to figure out what was going on there.
Right.
But yeah, so that was a good solve for Sunday.
You want to talk about that theme?
Well, I will try. The name of the puzzle was "What's It All About?" Or "What's It All About?" Question mark. So there were, I think, 7 clues, themed clues, and they were all questions. And the answers were common phrases, but they didn't seem to really answer the clue until you kind of parsed out what the theme was doing. And so the first one was 23 across. TV's search for the Titanic for one. And the answer to that was special request, which makes no sense until you take that RE and put a colon behind it. So RE colon in correspondence means regarding, right? So if you do that, then you've got special regarding quest, which is what TV's Search for the Titanic was. It was a special, and it was regarding a quest for the Titanic. So that was the theme.
Okay.
And so we see a lot of REs in each one of the themed answers. 35 across, instructions for slaying Dracula. And the answer was manual recount or manual regarding count. Manual about Count Dracula and how he is to slay him. Another one was 51 across, Broadway offering titled with dots and dashes. And the answer to that was show remorse or show regarding Morse, like Morse code. So dots and dashes. And then we had 70 across, TED Talk about neuropsychology. And that was speech recognition or speech regarding cognition, which would be a TED Talk about neuropsychology. We had 86 across, U-Haul ad, and that was spot remover or spot regarding mover. We had 101 across, which was email thread with a donate now message, and that was chain reaction or chain regarding reaction. An email thread would be a chain regarding some type of action like donate now. And then finally, 116 across, getting us at completing this crossword puzzle. And that was high resolution or a high regarding the solution. So that was the theme.
Okay.
And you really didn't need to know the theme to solve the puzzle.
No, I'm just not sure I know the theme now.
But, well, you think about it a while. It'll make sense. So that's what it was.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You know what RE, like RE colon.
I know what RE is, but somehow it just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem, I can't imagine myself saying, I mean, usually I use re as part of a memo. So I'll say to, from, re. I don't have a word before it.
Right.
And so that's why when I say, like, for instance, show remorse, I would just be, I don't know, somehow the show wouldn't be part of what I would
Well, no, they don't. They're not something you would use in common language, but they're just taking that re out like you would see in a memo, and saying regarding
right.
Morse
Yeah.
code.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apart from the theme, how do you like the rest of the clues, of
Oh,
which
they
there were
quite
many?
good. They were quite good, I thought. Did you like them?
I did. I thought there were some pretty great ones.
Uh-huh.
I liked 5 down. It's stranded in a cell, DNA.
Right. Uh-huh.
And 11 down was, let's see, put over the moon, elate.
Right.
And I just love that phrase, put over the moon. I think we need to use that more often in common conversation.
Oh.
12 down was a little bit of a riddle. Something that if you cut a hole in it actually has fewer holes than before. Net.
That's correct. Yes.
Quite good. And my favorite, 18 across, head of a noted animal rescue project, Noah.
Yes.
That really...
I was like, what could that be? I thought maybe it was some sort of a cartoon or something. But I didn't know if there were any cartoons about animal rescue. But Noah. Yeah, that was great.
Yes. And I mean, there were lots of clues like that. So 19 down, position of authority was helm.
Yep.
I guess that's true.
It's true.
Although that's usually, I mean, the helm comes into you would encounter a helm on a ship, right? But I guess you can be helming anything. I discovered I didn't know how to spell Attila. 26 across. 5th century conqueror who tried and failed to take Rome. I had Attilla.
I guess I knew that. I guess I knew that Attila tried to take Rome, but failed.
I've decided my mnemonic for remembering it is that Attila starts off with ATT. So AT&T would be, sort of a conqueror, 21st century conqueror who tried and succeeded in taking over a whole bunch of other companies.
I guess so. That's true. So.
Anything else worthy of note?
Well, one that I was very proud. I got 67 across, Indian dish featuring potatoes and cauliflower. Aloo gobi. I think I've seen that enough in the crossword puzzle that I now remember that one. I couldn't quite remember gobi, but I remembered, it starts with aloo, so I put that in. And then I got the G, and I'm like, gobi!
Right.
So yeah, I was very proud of that.
Well, aloo gobi has appeared a whopping 3 times.
Really? Is that all?
Aloo has shown up 4 times. And gobi, that could also be the desert, though, right?
Yeah.
That's shown up 148 times.
Oh, yeah.
And most of the time it's the desert.
It is the desert. But recently, it seems like we've seen aloo.
No, I don't. Maybe you've seen it in other crosswords. Or maybe you've hallucinated the existence of aloo gobi.
Well, when was the last time we saw aloo gobi?
As one word? Or as one answer, rather. We did see it in... Okay, I'm sorry, this was aloo. If we want to look at aloo gobi, that has appeared, today, November of 2024. So that wasn't too long ago. No. And then December of 2023.
But how about just aloo?
Aloo has shown up 4 times. It showed up December 2024, August of 2024, November of 2023, and August of 2022. Yeah, so it's also pretty recent.
Yeah. But kind of frequent in the last couple of years. So
I guess not frequent like Hera, though.
Oh well, no. Or ATMs. We had ATMs in here.
We did.
Across shoppers' conveniences. So,
We also had an anagram of ATM, 43 across. Bit of Rasta headwear was a tam.
That's Correct.
I'm not quite sure what Rasta is the religion, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was thinking of that was just going to be something, what, Scottish?
Well,
a tam?
usually tam o'shanter. Mm-hmm.
See, we had 30 down.
That was the toy inventor with a background in sculpture and architecture.
Yes.
Erno Rubik.
Right. I remember the name Erno, and it's like he invented the Rubik's Cube. I wonder what his last name is. How about Rubik?
Yep, it was.
And that did the trick.
Yep. And that K cross was 76 across. Those who whistle, one's whistling while they work. And that was kettles.
Yes.
I put dwarves,
Uh-huh.
but I had to take that out pretty quickly. But yeah, kettles.
Did you know 46 across, that being a tributary of the Colorado River, the Gila or the Gila?
I think it's the Gila.
Gila?
Uh-huh. I remember that because I've seen that in crosswords before.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what, that's sort of some sort of an animal, the Gila monster?
Yep.
As I recall.
Mm-hmm.
60 down was harmonic R&B subgenre was doo-wop.
Doo-wop.
In preparation for this podcast, I did a little bit of musical research and started listening to some doo-wop music. And my first and repeated reaction was, get on with it. It's really pretty slow.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's just like, just
Sounds like it'd be peppy.
it's not. It's like, I think if you played it about 3 times the speed it would.
No.
But boy, as I was listening to it, it's just like, come on, get to the point. It has not aged as well as I would have liked.
Oh, too bad.
We had 69 down was dragster. And I don't know, I think I misread that as gangster because I started off with hitman, but it turned out to be hot rod.
Yes. Hitman.
Dragster, gangster. You know, when you're a little on the fatigue side, some of these words can get away from you.
Mm-hmm. 86 down, I thought was an interesting word. Did some winter riding. So I put sledding, but it was slade. Slade spelled S-L-E-I-G-H-E-D. I've never heard that word before.
No, me neither.
So we slayed a while.
So, I mean, sledding wouldn't have worked because it was the wrong tense, right? It would have had to have been sledded, I think.
Did some winter riding.
Did, so it was past tense.
Mm-hmm. So what would past tense of sledding be?
Well, no, sledded. It would have had to have been sledded.
Oh.
But that sounds even weirder than slayed, which also sounds a little bit unusual. And you always will have to explain to people it's not S-L-A-Y-E-D, but S-L-E-I-G-H-E-D. Yes. And they will give you a long, hard look when you spell it like that.
I suppose.
We had 80 across, like tightwads, stingy. Mm-hmm. Except, it's spelled S-T-I-N-G-Y. I so wanted to put an E in there, S-T-I-N-G-E-Y.
Oh.
Because now it looks like stingy.
Stingy. No, that's how you spell stingy.
I'd like to know where that extra E went to. And if you put an E in there, what would it be?
That's a good question.
Maybe it can't be.
It wouldn't be anything because that's not how you spell it.
So when I solved this crossword, of course, I filled in the crossword but didn't solve it. And it turned out that my mistake was 114 across, Milan Fashion House. I had Amani, A-M-M-A-N-I, crossing with cylindrical Mexican pastry, which I had as CHURRO.
CHURRO.
And I looked at that and thought, that sounds like something that you'd have on a fisherman's wharf or something like that. And then realized, oh, wait, it's not Amani, it's Armani. And that was the one mistake I had in the grid. So I was
that's not too bad.
Pretty pleased.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think that's it for the crossword then.
Okay.
This was again by Rich Katz and Jeff Chen. Nice job. Mm-hmm. Yep. And that is it for today. So thanks everyone for listening. Remember, you can always get a hold of us. Providing feedback is just great. We love it. Yep. Crosswordpodcast at iCloud.com. We'll be back again with our cutting edge analysis of tomorrow's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.